Moi. So we are back again. This time we are going to talk about our experience in Lappeenranta. The earlier video was for L'Aquila. I hope that was useful to all of you who watched it. So let's talk about Lappeenranta now. So say something.
Yes, so let's just dive straight to the costs. First, the cost of the accommodation in Lappeenranta. So again, like in Italy, is also the same in Lappeenranta. We have the city center, and then we have staying near the university, and every other place, like somewhere in between. Yes. So for Lappeenranta, really, you don't really have to go through a lot of stress, and you don't really have to do a lot of searching because there is the lowest agency. It's like the housing agency for students here in Finland, and it makes things really easy for you. You don't really have to bother about paying bills separate. All you just need to do is, at the right time, the program coordinator is going to send you necessary links. You just have to apply at the right time when you are being asked to. Okay, yeah, it's going to be communicated to you when to apply for the accommodation, the right time to apply for the accommodation on the lowest platform. So all you just need to do is apply for the accommodation and wait to get a feedback. You are definitely going to get an accommodation from the lowest platform. So so I think that one is very easy, and you don't really have to bother about paying bills. But one thing you just need to watch out for is where to stay, right?
Yeah. So like earlier, this time also I live near the university.
Yeah.
And she lives
Near the center.
in the center.
Again.
And this time I look more happier than she does.
Yeah, because this time I think it's
staying
actually much
near the
more
university
better.
it's much more better.
Yes. So it's actually better to stay near the university this time around, because most of the lively things happen near the university, ESN events, student events, and everything happens near the university. And you can come to the university on weekends, like the facilities are awesome. So it pays, like it's much more better to stay near the university in Finland.
Also, the university is open 24 hours.
Yeah, 24
so you can
hours.
just get in whenever you want. You can go in library or maybe somewhere you like. It's a really big place to stay and beautiful.
Yeah. So you are encouraged to work and you're motivated, right?
Yeah. And also, like, based on the feedbacks we got from our friends, staying in the university is
the best.
Is the best.
Yes. And talking about the cost of the accommodation, like I said, there's the lowest platform. So the price range is usually between 250 and above. Like if you want studio apartments, you can get as expensive as 700. But most times for students, most of us, we are staying in shared apartments. We are about 2 or 3 sharing an apartment. So most of us will pay between 250 euros and 400, right?
Yeah.
350 max.
Okay. So most of us will pay between 250 euros and 350 euros. And this includes bills, right?
Yeah,
we are not paying
bills
separately. Yes, so it's really, really good when it comes to the accommodation here.
Yeah, but for the apartment, most of them are like semi-furnished. You need to bring the mattress and everything by your own, the utensils, mattress, and other things. But one thing with this program is that the program facilitates you with the bed mattress at least. About the utensils, you might get lucky if you have a roommate who has been staying here for a long time. They might be kind enough to let you use those. But you can get everything from the second-hand shop easily. You don't need to worry much. Those are like not very expensive, so you can just come here and then buy those things. So,
but I spent a lot getting utensils because I didn't know on time that I could get them from the second-hand store at a cheaper price. And then I went to Prisma, and then I saw spoons for 20 euros. I was like, oh my god. Like, they were so expensive. The plates were so expensive. So be ready to get your own utensils and blankets. You are going to buy your own blankets. Even if the program provides you with a bed or a mattress, you still have to get your blankets, your cover cloths, your pillow, and your pillowcase yourself when you get here in Finland. So an additional cost that you might have for the accommodation is internet costs. For my own apartments, there's this Wi-Fi. Funny enough, I stay near the city center, but the university Wi-Fi works in my apartment, the bedroom Wi-Fi. So I didn't have to get like a router. Okay, so but Sharon, I think you had to get an additional device for your
Yeah.
internet to work.
So I had to get the router.
Mm.
I had to get a new router. Also, you can use the RJ45 cable, but I don't think every laptop supports that. Having
Like
a router
MacBook.
is good. Yeah, having a router is good.
MacBook don't
And
support.
yeah, you don't need to pay for the internet because it's already been provided by the laws. But
Yeah.
you need to get a device that you can get either in second-hand shop or maybe buy a new one.
Okay.
It's cost effective. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and another tip is because most times you are either at home or at the university, and at these two places you have the internet already. But if you are in transit or in between or somewhere in the city and you need to use Google Map or internet for any other thing, just for backup, you can look for the cheapest internet plan, cheapest data plan, just to have a backup on your phone. And again, in public places here in Finland, you have free Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Like when you go to Lidl, Isburger. And I think there's a city Wi-Fi in the city center. Like you can just connect for free. Don't just do like sensitive things, of course, when you're joining public Wi-Fi. But if you just need to do like general things, yeah, they can be very helpful too.
Okay, now maybe let's talk about groceries and other expenses in
Yeah.
Lappeenranta.
So about groceries, I think it's a bit more expensive in Lappeenranta than it was in Italy. Yes, so on an average, I spend, because I cook more. Yeah, you have the option to eat at the university or to cook. Because I spend more time at home, so I like to cook to my own taste. So I cook more than I eat at the university. So on an average, in a month, I spend about 150 on groceries and sometimes 200. It's a bit more expensive. We also have Lidl here where you can get like grocery at slightly cheaper cost. But it's a bit more expensive than it was in Italy. So Shawan eats more at the university, I guess.
I eat more than you, but I also prefer cooking at home.
Cooking, yeah.
So, I mean, eating at university, it's also pretty cheap. It's 2.7 euro per meal if you have the student card.
Yeah.
And also you can take food home, right?
Yes.
I have never done that, but maybe you have.
I've done it once.
Okay, so how is it?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, you can maybe buy an extra pack. Buy an extra pack for 2.7 euros and take it home for dinner.
Yeah, so it's 2.7 per meal.
Yeah.
Provided that you have a student card.
So that's about
pretty good. But
that's
the
about
good
5.4 in a day.
Yeah,
if you want to take like lunch and dinner.
yeah. So, but the canteens are closed on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah, and even on weekdays they close by 4 p.m.
Yeah. So depends. I mean, it's good, but the food it's very good. The
Really
food
good
is
and
it's worth it.
nutritious. Yes. I mean,
So-
you have balanced
right.
diets.
Yeah.
So yeah, about the other expenses in Lappeenranta, mostly is about the transport. I think every other thing is optional after taking care of groceries, paying your house rent, catering for internet. The other thing there is transport, and other things are optional. So about the transport, yeah, because I stay at the center, I have to commute to the university each time I have a class. So you have different options, just like you had in Italy too. You can either do the monthly subscription or subscribe like per trip. Yeah, and if you have the student card, you can get discount. So with the discount, you pay as low as 42 euros per month for like a monthly subscription, so you can go on a trip anytime you like. And if you don't commute a lot, if you check your course schedule and you don't have to come to the university too often, instead of doing the monthly subscription of about 42 euros per month, you can just do a particular amount, subscription amount, let's say 10 euros with student discounts, mind you, to get that a lower cost. So with the student discount, that's going to cost like 1.6 euro like per trip. So that's more economical if you don't commit a lot. But if you move a lot between university or any other place, it's better to do the monthly subscription. Yeah, so like Sherman, on an average, what's the cost of living like in Lappeenranta based on the opinion that we got?
So based on the opinion, I think it's around 600 in average.
On an average, yeah. So the cost of living here is just slightly above what we had in in Italy.
Around
it was
600.
about 500 or 400 based on what your house rent was. but here is about 600 on the average. You can spend more or less based on like your lifestyle. If you travel a lot, of course,
Yeah.
you're going to spend more. And yeah, so that's that about the cost of living here.
So now we are going to talk about some of the tips to cut down the cost in Lappeenranta. So first thing is live near the university,
Yes.
right? That will save you the travel cost.
Yes, if you're applying on LOAS, please
Yeah.
look for all the accommodations
Options,
near
near the
all the
university.
options near the university. Near the university. That's best.
Yeah. The other is like try low cost supermarkets.
Like Lidl again.
Yeah, like Lidl again, and there are some student discounts as well.
Yeah.
For public transportation, for restaurants, cafes, and everything. So maybe you can try that as well.
Yeah.
And I think most of them are like.
Live near the university.
Another interesting tip is to cut your expenses in beers or any other alcoholic beverages because they are way too expensive in Finland.
They cost more.
And also there is a suggestion to try to walk if the destination is not far than 3 kilometers.
3 kilometers, yeah. It's
That's
actually
really good
for you.
suggestion. Yeah.
Yeah, because most times you are even very sedentary in Finland and you don't get to move around a lot. So any opportunity that you get to walk, I think it's better to walk.
Yeah.
It saves you cost and then it's good for your body.
Yeah. And also it says to get membership card in different kind of markets.
Yeah.
Like there are marts like K markets, S market,
I think there's
and others,
membership
right?
card at Prisma too.
Yeah, okay. So you can just apply for it. You might get some discounts while buying things.
Yeah.
And always check the thrift stores.
Yes.
Those are really
That's
life-saving.
That's very life saving. I mean, you can get things at ridiculous amounts from thrift stores, and yes, even from thrift stores. Do you know that, for example, when you go to Goodwill, there are times that they have this colored sticker, so they put it in front of the store that if you see a yellow sticker for that day, it means that everything that they label with a yellow sticker price tag, they are going to give you a 50% off that thing. So if it was supposed to be like 5 euros, you are going to get it for like 2.5 euros. So you should watch out for those discounts.
So you are getting discounts on the discounted price. So
yeah, even getting
you
like
should check
discounts on discounts, and it's also like that in supermarket. Just check out for discounts.
Okay.
Students tips, very very important.
And also like get groceries at Lidl.
Yeah, Lidl is the place to go for groceries.
Yeah.
But if you want more options, Prisma is the place to go.
It's just nearby, so you can just check it out.
Yeah, and we have the S market and the K market as well.
So I think those are the tips to cut down the cost. Yeah.
Okay, and finally on Lappeenranta, some tips that we knew that most of us wish someone told us before coming to Lappeenranta.
Someone said cooking is more expensive than eating in university canteen.
But is that
I'm not sure if that is right.
I'm not sure because I
think we should leave that to them to find it out.
Figure it out.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Yes.
And it will be cold.
Of course.
Might be really cold for some people. For me, it was fine. I somehow liked it.
But I think going to L'Aquila first really prepared me for the cold because coming from Nigeria is really hot, of course.
Okay.
So coming to Italy, I started acclimatizing to the temperature gradually. So at the time we were leaving Italy, the temperature was already around -1, -2. So I was already getting used to the cold weather. So when we got to Finland, it was like -5. The difference was not so much. So it was easy for me to like transition, and so don't be too scared. Like there's really nothing to be scared about.
Yeah. Cold is good.
Yeah. No, it's not good.
Yeah, it's good. Depends.
Yeah, it depends.
And the weather, it's surprising. We are not going to explain much about that.
Yeah, figure it out.
We want you to experience the weather.
Yes.
Also. And someone did not know about second-hand shop, but
second-hand shop, now we are telling you, please don't joke with them. They are lifesavers for students, except if you are very, very rich.
Yep. I think those are the few points. Others, we already have covered it, right? Second-hand shop, don't state.
Okay. So yeah, I think we shared most of the tips about staying in Lappeenranta.
Yeah.
There are so many other things to explore. There are so many other things to experience, and we want you to like experience these things by yourself. But these are just like basic fundamental things that we
tips
feel you
for-
should know that will prepare you.
Okay, now we are going to share some tips in general for the upcoming cohorts. Okay, for you guys. So let's see. We're just going to read it out for
Okay.
you. So one of the tips is to be grateful.
Yes.
You are blessed
And have
and
fun.
have fun. Okay.
That's number one.
Yeah,
Very
that's
important.
that's good.
So the second point is try to learn some basic Finnish and Italian words. They will save your life.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe for a start, you can start with Italian words because trying to learn two new languages together at the same time can be difficult.
Okay.
And don't be scared by when you see tips online. When I was reading about Finnish language, there were so many tips online that Finnish language is very hard. Like, do away with that mindset. There's nothing you cannot learn. If you can get this scholarship, there's nothing you cannot learn. So, yeah, so throw away that mindset. Start with Italian. Learn some basic languages about where can I get a bus? How much is this? Just learn some words. They will help you a lot. Okay.
So another tips is travel. You might not be able to save a lot, but the experiences you get, those are worth it. So
Yes.
travel and explore. Okay.
That's a very big part of being an Erasmus student.
Mandas student. Yeah.
Yeah.
So other thing is bring less clothes. You can buy them here, or when you come to Finland, don't buy everything in Italy. You have the thrift stores here.
Yeah,
So
because you even have to pay extra
Yeah,
for
you
your
have to
baggage.
extra-
so if
extra
you
for-
buy so much clothes
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Italy, you have to think about how you want to transport them to Finland. So don't bring too much clothes, okay?
yeah. One tips says run, but I don't understand it.
Run.
Run. I don't understand it, but yeah, just run.
Okay.
And another tip is like don't hesitate to try new things. Right? Experience is our teacher in a way,
Yeah.
and try to be a minimalist. And bring spices from your country. You'll miss them.
Yes, you will.
You'll miss them.
You
You'll
will.
miss them.
You will. Yeah, bring a lot of them from your country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing is try to keep in touch with your friends and family in home. That's really important.
Yes.
And try not to procrastinate, either be your assignment or anything.
But you know, it's so easy to procrastinate. It's so easy. And then when the deadlines are near, there's so much pressure on you to submit. So try as much as possible to get your work done as soon as you can. So you have all the time to travel and have fun. Because you can get lost because nobody is monitoring you and tailoring you to do this, get this
Try
done.
to be disciplined.
So yeah, try to be disciplined. It's
Yeah.
going to take pressure off you
Yeah.
a lot.
Okay, so let's read out the last one.
Okay.
And I think it's okay now. Do you want?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So the final one says, take care of your mental health. Avoid toxic people as much as possible. Be kind to your mates. Deal with your personal issues. Expect less. Do whatever helps you to come up and pray. Exercise. Travel. Smile as much as you can. Identify people that are kind to you and spend more time with them when you are down. I think that sounds like my
Life
parents
tips.
advising
Parents
me.
advice.
Yeah, like life tips. Yeah.
Those are like life tips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
So these are some of the tips we wanted to share. Some of things we
just say
wanted to share
that
with
tips
you.
brought from you from all of our course.
This is something we got from all of our course. So it's not only we two saying it, but
Yeah,
it's
just
it's in
representing
general,
the whole class.
representing the
So
class.
we are bringing all this to you
Yeah.
from the entire class.
Yeah. So let's wrap up now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my best wishes, our best wishes to all of you, and we will meet soon. That's one.
I
That's
really
one spoiler
can't,
alert
I
for
really
you
can't
guys.
wait to meet you guys. Like
Yeah.
we are expecting you, and we wish you a very safe trip from the country down, from wherever you're coming from in the world.
Yeah.
Wish you a very safe trip down here, and we hope to see you soon. I mean, you are in for an amazing experience. Trust me.
That's
So see you
that's
guys.
true. See you guys. Bye bye. Namaste.
Bye.